Hello, Ceaseless Challengers, this is Crimson, and you're watching some Dark Souls. Now pick up where you left off, after heading back to the Undead Asylum by the means of the giant bird who took us out of here in the first place. We got the peculiar doll and the rusted iron ring so we could have a nice footing in the swampy areas. I got some jumps to kill here, so let's just head on back now, shall we? Oh no! Well, hello, sir, who's hugging a wall. Thanks for hugging the wall. So, this gray demon is here. We're gonna chop at his butt. Okay, we're gonna get some distance to avoid exploding. Don't wanna explode. Doing your exploding again? It's fine. It's fine. I'll be chopping your butt. Oh, doing your explosion again. Well. I'll be here. Oh, and the explosion again. Well, I'll keep hitting you. Oh, there you go. Oh, you're gonna do the butt slam. Ow. Poke me with your collision. Oh, and you're doing the explosion. Oh boy. Oh, the butt slam. Let's not get hit by your axe. Alright, well, get hit by your butt, not your axe. That's lovely. Oh, and we'll get killed. No way, I didn't intend to. It's fine, though. So he doesn't have a wide variety of moves. You may be accustomed to them from the first time you fought him when he was up here. It was a little bit different. And you have to engage him at not full health. So he has explosions. You do a good amount of damage. Ow. So you just want to try to hang behind him. Oh, don't explode on me when I'm right there. Please. Anyway, if you can just hang behind him and be outside of that explosion range, you'll be pretty safe, although sometimes he likes to get cornered and not give you much of a behind him to hit. He also doesn't have a whole lot of frontal attacks you have to worry about. Just this explosion thing that can hurt a lot. And his butt slam. Butt slam. Which really only hurts you if you're under him. Although his hitting with the axe bit is a bit frustrating. As long as you're mobile, keep a good amount of stamina. Oh, geez. The explosion in front of him, I'll watch out for a bit. Ow. See that lovely friction after his butt slam. If you walk into him, you get some damage on you. And mostly it's just the explosions that he centers in front of him you gotta worry about. I can hit behind him. Alright, I gave you a second this time, so I can get a hit in. That one, really nothing to worry about. Hopefully I'll be able to get far enough away from that. Continue wailing on you. Have you taken an attack already? So I can hit you a bit. You can poke him in the tail if you so like. Alright, the slam in front. That's the wide area behind you. Looks like the front slam again. Let me back off a bit. Can I finish you? I can. And there you go. Straight even. Not so tough, just try not to panic and try to stay behind him. He'll give you a humanity and a bone. Let's see if we can get his souls to show up. Come on, souls. Come on, souls. 20,000. There we go. And the Titanite slab. An important one to have, as there aren't a whole lot you can get per playthrough. If you really want one, that's a very reliable place to get one. And then you climb on out and fall through this familiar hole. It'd be a bit of a shortcut if you want to travel back there to get your peculiar doll. Back down in your cell. But we already got that, so we're gonna get out of here. And do a bonfire and warp out. Let me think. What do I want to do with this 20,000 souls? I do need to work on upgrading my intelligence so I can speak with the Big Hat Logan and buy all of his spells. I would like to upgrade my dexterity as well. that's going to be an important stat. And mine's at 20 already. Yeah, let's get 1 point in. Oh, yeah, 1 point into there for now. And let's get on out of here. So, all the places we could go. Let us... Oh man, you're giving me some tough choices here. Undead Parish. Let's get the Grass Crest Shield. And let's work on the Moonlight Butterfly. Tough decisions to make with what you want to kill. But we get to check out this area, this fellow. Shooting lightning already. I don't know, you remember from Anor Londo that these guys are particularly mean, but amongst them, certain ones are stronger than others. This one doesn't have quite as much health, but still obeys the same attacks and such. And with this particular weapon, we can tear into him a bit more. And get him down, not too difficult, not much difficulty. And he'll give us Demon Titanite. Very useful for upgrading boss weapons and such. We want to make sure to rest at that fire. One, because it's kindled and it's 10. And two, because if we die, we'll spawn right back up here. Got to do that, but get taken care of. Nice smoky screen. No worries though. Alright, so we're going to be heading into the forest, which is partially a shortcut. Allows you to skip the Taurus Demon by traveling the means of where Havel was. We'll be visiting that area again soon. Also has the Great Wolf Sif and the Moonlight Butterfly and tree enemies. I like to whip ya and eat ya. So you want to be cautious because they're quite hard to spot. That's right, the Darkroot Garden. So here, when you hit your lovely patch of water, goes Splish Splash. These things are particularly weak against fire, which is why our weapon is extra useful. But by your water, there's a nice detour to the right that we're going to visit. And head down. Amazing item ahead. And indeed there is, actually. That's what we're heading to. We can see some crystal lizard there. Gotta say hi to him. Can our sword hit him? We're gonna switch weapons just to make sure we can hit this lovely fellow. These crystal lizards who are very close to the ground and difficult to hit. Hey lizard. How's life? Oh god, well, I switched weapons to get there and I used the wrong swing. I wanted to use a running swing to hit him. And that's my own fault. No one to blame but myself. Of course, there's also another shiny, as you can see down there. Do a little fall. And then another. To get to this, which is the leather set, including a long bow and feather arrows. If you want to, say, use that to upgrade bows, to get a boss bow, or something like that, there's one for you. And at the bottom of this pathway, I have a bit of a precarious situation. And let's see if this sign will say, "Be wary of night." That's right, there is a black knight here. Let's get him to come up here with us, so we can have an easier time fighting him. This is a halberd knight. Many people really love this halberd. I'm not too much of a fan of it myself because I don't like how slow it is. But it's quite popular. But yeah, you lure this guy out, so you can find him up here. You could use that long bow you just got to help lure him out if you want. You could abuse height against him. See if he drops his for us. He didn't. Oh well, don't get to show that off to you. But amongst other things, he was guarding a particular something that we're going to be using a lot of. And that is the Grass Crest Shield. Now what that does is that it doesn't have a 100% physical block rating on it, but it only weighs 3. It has decent fire and magic resist. And the Grass Crest is lightly imbued with magic, which slightly increases stamina recovery. So you notice that we're going to have those 3 arrows pointing up now. And after we drain our stamina, it'll shoot up faster. which is very nice. A very nice thing to have. Also a bonfire here. We can visit. Hello, bonfire. Can we level up? Nope, not just yet. And this is also leads to a shortcut to the Valley of Drakes down this elevator that we're not going to be taking, as we want to clear out the Darkroot garden. But if you want to figure out what the Valley of Drakes is all about, you can head down there to get in a pathway to it. We will be heading down there for the Spider Shield and for some humanity, but we probably won't be going that way. I'll be fighting the lovely lightning drakes on precarious ledges instead, so everyone loves that. Let's say hi to the Hydra. And some nice crystal golems. We haven't yet visited the Royal Library to work on our DLC area path, but we'll get into that later. For now, we will fight this Hydra. Come on, Hydra. Wanna say hi? Hydra? Say hello? There he is. That's a good Hydra. Who's a good Hydra? You are. Yes, you are. You're a good Hydra. You're so cute with your heads and you're spitting watery projectiles at me. Oh, so adorable. Look at him. So, I may seem like I'm running around in circles, but what I'm doing is getting the Hydra to kill these lovely golem fellows with his projectiles. That can also hurt me. But if you really want to avoid him, you can try hiding behind these trees. Or you could fight the golems outside of his range. However you want to do it. It's up to you. We're doing it this way. Alright, so now we want a 100% physical block shield. So let's go with this one, since I don't believe I've nabbed the Black Giant Great Shield yet. Hopefully I'll have enough stability and stamina to guard his attack, but we'll find out shortly. So once you get close enough to him, he's going to transition attack, so God, I would really actually like to switch to my Rusted Iron Ray. I can block him, that's good. And he attacks, so his head in the ground, and you can attack him. Hopefully he won't back off a bit and spit at you. There we go. And I'm using I switched to the Rusted Iron Ring real quick so I could run around the water quicker than otherwise. So I can actually get to his head, since they don't always give you a great amount of time to hit him. Although he will change his attack based on where you're standing in relation to him. And you don't have to really use fire here like it's regular Hydra, just doing anything to cut off his heads will work. But you can hear yourself, the sound of his large attacks. Of course, this is a handy fire weapon, as it doesn't take much stamina to swing, and can kill him in two. Is that enough to kill him? That was. So don't worry if you're severing his heads without doing much health damage to him, as he will. Also, here's your night set, which is the starting set for the night. Yeah, anyway, don't worry about doing too much to him, because even if you don't do all of his health, cutting off all of his heads will kill him. If I recall correctly, this should lead me to an area I want to go. Yes. So this is going to be the first part of our quest to get to DLC land. The golem is here. I'm right about it. I definitely recommend killing that Hydra. You're not trying to run past him to get to this. He can be a bit of a jerk. Now I am having weight problems since I unequipped Havels, but I am running through the water. So, nope. He's not here. Alright. So we're not going to DLC land chain just yet. We have to head to somewhere else first. I believe the Royal Library, and take care of that. That is the event I need to trigger. We'll try to make it in a future episode. How to get to the DLC land, because it is a bit complicated. When you get there, it involves a lot of running around or teleporting around. And timing also is an important thing. And Havel's ring back on so I can move a bit faster. So if you don't recognize this area, and yes, I saw that ladder, that leads to an area that we don't want to pass through by the particular means just yet. This is to the tower that Havel was. That's right, there's the door we came out of and wanted to lure Havel out of so we could push him off this edge. But he wasn't up for it, that jerk. So we didn't get to say hi to him. So what we're going to do now is head back to Andrei, whatever his name is, and we're going to purchase a certain something from him. That's a bit expensive, and I forgot to purchase last time I was there, but it is expensive, and killing that Hydra gave me plenty of souls, so hopefully we'll be able to take care of that. It is an important key to progress in the game, necessary. Though there it is possible to take a shortcut behind and around that ladder we saw by the Hydra. But we'll be heading back via the means of warping. Because who doesn't enjoy warping? It's very convenient to have. It saves you a lot of time. That's why I went straight for it before doing many of these other things, like grabbing the shield, which I like so much for its stamina recovery. Beating to a pulp. Okay.
Well, hello again. You seem to be doing all right. Need anything forged?
Not yet, but we will. Apparently I need something to be bought. That is the Crest of Artorias for 20,000.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither.
Yeah, neither of us seem to go hollow. That is the Crest of Artorias for 20,000 souls. Alternatively, we can go for the murdery route to get it. But Andrei is he's an important dude. One who can do the forging from +5 to +6 with the large ember. So don't wanna kill him until you've done all your forging. Of course, who you've murdered doesn't. They respawn at the end of your playthrough, so you don't have to worry about that too much. You can't really notice that this doesn't have the 100% physical block rate because I have so much health and defense, but whatever. So these lovely plant fellows do have a high chance of giving you moss clumps, mold, so to speak. They also like to hide in the ground. So we can take blood red moss clump, purple moss clump, even blooming purple moss clump will be coming off of these guys. Don't forget to nab your soul of a nameless soldier hiding there. And we can see our shining door. That is unlocked by... Can you guess it? The Crest of Artorias. It opens this door. And before you run in here, you may want to check this one out. An illusionary wall here towards this bonfire. It's a nice resting place. But we don't want to go through there just yet. We're going to head to the Moonlight Butterfly first. We could restore humanity in some of the Witch with their extremely hidden side. Conspicuous spot. You can obviously tell that we have tree friends hiding. Although, for some reason, they don't want to get attacked while they're hiding, even though we can tell they're there. We'll get our large soul. Chop these guys to bits. They're long range. Doesn't really affect us because we got such good armor. You can leave those guys in there if you don't want that soul. They won't be popping up and trying to chase you when you run by. But now we're heading to this lovely area, which can be a bit intimidating. Let's say this tree. It looks very large and scary, and appears to be moving. So you can chop it to bits. Big scary tree. Nice hidden pathway here to lead us to more frogs. manta frogs. They're fun to kick around with their tongues. Not too much to worry about from them though. They are a bit of an annoyance. This tree is turning to face us. It's not let it face us. And who wants to deal with a tree? It's pretty scary. Tree that moves. So we can check out this lovely forested area. I'm trying to avoid that over there. Hopefully it won't stand up. So we've gone around here. More manta toads, toad rays, whatever you'd like to call them. Toad frogs. They're big guys. You can drop green blossom. It increases your stamina recovery rate temporarily, as it is a consumable. And you get these lovely fellows, which are quite terrifying. But hopefully we'll manage to break this guy to pieces with our fire damage. Not too difficult. Oh, and he dropped his great shield. Thank you, guy. That's quite nice. So nothing is actually hiding up here or down here. So, down there, up here, down here, up here, down there. So don't go jumping off, killing yourself. No need to. But luckily, because we had fire damage, we could chunk through these stony guys. No problem. Not too much to worry about against them. This is our lovely Green Shuri sword. I'll make sure we stand behind him as he's standing up, so he'll have to spend time turning. So these guys are pretty quick and deal a great amount of damage. And they also cast slow, which will prevent you from dodging and make you run around slowly, but this is where you get the wolf ring, which does boost your poise. This is one of the rings worn by the 4 Knights of Gwyn. Wolf ring belongs to Artorias the Abyss Walker. Artorias has an unbendable will of steel, that's unmatched with the great sword. That is a nice poise ring if you so want it. Alright, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. So thank you so much for watching. And my hat is off to you.